Hello, and welcome to Xero Uncut Volume 2. This one is. I'm Xero again.
What's up? I'm Bobby again. That hasn't changed.
Were you meant to do that bit? That first. I don't think you were. Yeah. So anyway, whilst we're here, we might as well get started as we normally do with Bobby's little segment. Let me just get it all ready for this in a minute.
He's got pictures ready to go.
Oh, hang on, no, that didn't actually show up on the stream there. That just went wrong. Do I have the pictures show up? Did that show up? I don't think it did. No, it's not showing up.
I see something in the middle of the screen. It's behind our screen. It's behind our screen this week.
Oh, we mucked this up this week. Hang on.
Yeah.
No, right. Okay, right. Let's put this one up.
There we go.
That'll do.
That one worked. Yeah, this guy.
Works. Yeah. Okay then. Yeah. So let's. But before we do that as well, I've got a little surprise for you this week. Let me just play this. It's a little bit of audio first of all, which I want to.
Okay, so I'm seeing this for the first time.
Yeah.
This is a surprise to me too.
Right. Okay. Right. Bear with.
Wednesday nights I get to stay up late, watch Kenny Omega while I masturbate. Hey mom, I need to watch this show. Meltzer says I'm in the key demo. Meltzer says I'm in the key demo. Yeah.
Right, all yours.
I didn't hear anything.
Okay, that didn't play then. That helps. That was meant to be background music, but it obviously never played. Don't worry, we're mucking up this stream big time this week, aren't we?
Yeah, wow. Okay. Week 2 and we're off to a hot start. Yeah, I didn't hear anything. What was it? Was it like some kind of weird music or something?
Yeah, it was to do with AEW, but I'll sort it out. I'll try and see what I can do.
You just drop me the link later, I guess.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Well, I'll leave it to you. Off you go.
So this week we got a lot more matches announced because not really no Hurricane this week. So the first match of the night tonight is MJF versus Wheeler Yuta. We all know who's winning that one, as he should. The next AEW World Champion, MJF. Then we have the ROH Pure Champion, Daniel Garcia. I forgot he won that belt. And Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. And Jericho's the ROH champ. I'm not sure who wins that one, honestly. It's either Guevara or Garcia taking the pin, in my opinion. Then we got Wardlow defending the TNT title against Brian Cage. Welcome back. I haven't seen Brian Cage wrestle on Dynamite on AEW TV in about a year. Maybe a little under a year. That's so crazy. But then we have a 6-woman tag. It's Toni Storm, Athena, and Willow Nightingale versus Jamie Hayter, Serena Deeb, and Penelope Ford. Hopefully that's points for me. Then we got definitely points for me. Hangman Page versus Rush. I believe it's Rush. That's prolonging the Hangman versus Andrade match. Then we got Luchasaurus in action against some random person. And we got this one. This one hurts me because I love Jay Lethal so much. It's Jay Lethal versus Darby Allin. I know Jay Lethal ain't winning that one. But, should be a good match. And then we have, can't believe I'm even mentioning this, National Scissoring Day with the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn. National Scissoring Day is in April, so the fact that they're doing it in October, it's just strange to me, but I'm looking forward to what MJF has to say, because he's always great. Wardlow versus Cage could be really good. Otherwise, Page versus Rush is an interesting one, and Lethal Darby Allin should be a good one. But otherwise, that's it for tonight's Dynamite preview. They are in... It's their anniversary tonight, and they are in Washington, D.C. Yes, Washington, D.C. The same arena they did their very first Dynamite at.
To be fair, since it's an anniversary show, that does sound pretty poor of a card, I would say.
I thought you were going to give them credit for the first time.
No. That sounds like a pretty poor card considering it's the anniversary show. It's like it's not the best, but we all know why, and it's exactly that. You know,
they should have done Page versus Moxley tonight.
I do agree. They should have saved it for this week, like the championship match or whatever. They didn't really have to do it whenever it was for a cheap ratings pop the other week. I still reckon though it's still.
Oh no, it's set to happen October 17th.
Okay, that's random.
That's the week they're going with NXT.
Oh yeah. So that's why they're trying to do it then. But that's
I as soon as they announced it, I said, okay, I know what they're doing. That's why I think Mandy is going to defend against Kaylee Ray that day. I'm sorry, Alba Fire.
She probably is. Yeah, I would have thought so. They're probably going to whack in a couple of other matches. You're probably going to have tag team matches. What I expect on that one and
what tonight or the 17th?
Probably on the 17th, I expect.
Okay, yeah. They're probably going to put like a lot of titles on the line.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe the Acclaimed defend.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe that's 2 weeks from yesterday, so just under 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
Today's the 5th. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 weeks from yesterday.
Yeah. So obviously then, they'll be doing something then, won't they? So.
Yeah. Wait, is it? I'm sorry. I think I messed up the date. I'm sorry. Hold on. 1 minute.
Is it 17th? I'm sure it's head to head. They go on the 17th.
I know. 17th, oh, it's the 18th. I'm sorry. That's why I was like, huh?
That's your fault, then.
Yeah. Tuesday the 18th. AEW and NXT are head to head, I believe.
Yeah.
AEW is going to 8 o'clock Eastern. NXT is going to 8 o'clock Eastern. So pick your favorite show, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll be watching both.
I'll be watching NXT. I won't be watching Dynamite that night.
I'll be watching both just to make it easier on myself.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Otherwise, I mean, Wardlow. Some matches could be good. I'm not expecting much from MJF.
No.
Nah, wrestling wise, he's okay. He's really there to talk, so you know.
Yeah. I don't think he's like. They're only really using him for cheap rates.
What do we think about Sammy Guevara going crazy on Twitter?
It's all a work. It's blatantly a work. Tony likes doing these works. You know for a fact it is.
I think so too, because did you see what Sammy said after all of it?
No, I haven't been paying attention to it, to be fair.
Yeah. Sammy was like, oh, I hate all this drama. It's like, well, you're always in it. That's what made me think. I'm like, wait a minute. This is clearly. I mean, he's hated and he knows what he's doing, so I'll give him credit on that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen some of it and I've seen people tagging me in it, and I'm just like, my literal words to them is, why the hell are you tagging me in this? I don't care, basically. That's my ultimate response.
I'll start tagging you in tweets now.
No, it's fine. I'll this is gonna be a Twitter blocking coming then.
But yeah, that's it for AEW. They're in DC tonight. It's their anniversary show. Yeah. Otherwise, I can't think of anybody that's set to return.
No.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. They probably won't do too much. I expect it's just going to be a mediocre show. I reckon. I reckon still under 1 million in the ratings. They done under 1 million last week, so
about
the same this week.
What were they head to head against last week? Oh, the hurricane coverage. Yeah.
Yeah, but still,
I know it's not going to help you, but it shouldn't hurt you.
No. Yeah. Well, of course, the news excuse last week was, but they only had half a roster. It's like, right.
Yeah. Last week, Tony Storm defended against Serena Deeb, and it was like that came out of nowhere. But then, I guess they weren't sure if they could both get there, and they did. Yeah. So Hager was missing from the opening segment. Swerve was missing, as I said. I mean, they did with what they had.
Yeah. Well, that's can't really blame them, can you? Really, I guess so.
Nah, it's just one of those weeks.
Yeah. Right. Well, obviously, then we talked about your little section. What have you had? About 9 minutes, I reckon, something like that. Yeah. So that's not too bad. Right. Well, anyway, whilst we've been before we came on, before we came on, I don't know if you've seen it today, but WWE have released a new exclusive belt in the WWE shop. Celebrate Kane, like 25 years of Kane.
Yeah.
That's the new belt now, which have come out. It looks pretty good, actually. It's expensive, I do believe. I've just seen it going around, but yeah, it's like
it's got to be at least $500.
I would have thought so. Yeah, well, that's the new exclusive belt that they've brought out.
That's cool though. The red and the black.
Yeah, it looks all right. I mean, it's just another belt to add to your collection. And that obviously, if you're a collector and stuff, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, that's an expensive hobby, and one I am gladly not a part of. No offense to anyone who collects the belts.
No,
good on you for having a hobby, but to me, too expensive.
Yeah, right. Well then, obviously that's that one. So anyway, we were having a small discussion before the show about NXT last night. Now, obviously I've even agreed. Now I'm a massive, obviously, WWE fan. It was mediocre. It wasn't the best of shows last night. Even Bobby agrees. I did pick up a few things though last night during the show. I don't know if you noticed this because I don't know if you pay attention to social media during it or whatever. You know the whole rumors about the whole White Rabbit thing.
Of course.
Yeah. Joe Gacy updated his profile picture to this beforehand, first of all. So that's obviously got everyone talking. And during the
I know where you're going with this.
During the other segment, on the Instagram Live last night, this was obviously on there where Joe posted that. Now, obviously, that's got people talking about the whole White Rabbit and stuff like that. Now, I know you've got a theory or something that you wanted to share with us about the whole White Rabbit. So let's just get the image up. So who do you think that is then? The White Rabbit then? What's this theory then of yours then?
So I'll give full credit to Mike Tarver and Jake Tarver. They told me this. I'll send them this link after. They'll be happy I mentioned them. So Extreme Rules is now I would have never picked up on this. So Extreme Rules, the way they're hyping it up and with the pictures they got in the background, it's very Alice in Wonderland-ish. Now, in Alice in Wonderland, the White Rabbit shows up. The White Rabbit sets his clock 2 days after the fact.
Yeah.
Now, what is 2 days after Extreme Rules?
The Raw season premiere.
Yeah. They told me that, and I was like, huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that is actually, and it does seem to be. I mean, obviously, I won't spoil too much, but I have heard a few things. But I do know one of the things around a bit backstage at WWE was they are expecting a massive tease at Extreme Rules.
Yeah,
but we finally get confirmation it's Bray.
But it's all but confirmed, I think, at this point. Who it is.
Yeah. Well, like I said, some of the things that I was hearing was. I don't know whether we discussed this last week on the stream. We might have done, but some of the things I've been hearing is an empty funhouse.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, empty funhouse and that, or maybe the puppets and that randomly show up in that at the end of the show, or something like that, basically, or just it'll be something related to Bray in some sort. Or the other thing that I've heard that they've got prepped, if they decide to go that way, is that White Rabbit song. They might literally just play the White Rabbit right at the end of the show. Just
so everyone can hear it, even people watching.
So where it's obviously just been at obviously for the live audiences there.
Yeah,
they might obviously at the end of whatever the main event is, because they still haven't decided what the main event is yet for the show. But it could be say it's Bailey and Bianca or whatever.
Yeah, I was thinking they would main event.
Yeah, well, if say it's them or whatever, say Bianca retains, for example, or Bayley retains, it'll be their music first. And then as soon as their music fades out, they'll just close the show playing White Rabbit, and they'll obviously just do it that way. And that could be the tease, and maybe there'll be an image of the Fiend or something on the screen, or they might play the White Rabbit and then just play Bray's laugh over the music system and that, and just obviously that's one of the plans that I've heard, but that's not locked in. It's just a random sort of plan that they are discussing.
And Alexa being involved in that match makes a lot of sense. Now, did you see what happened with her the other day on Raw?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Did you see what was above her head?
Yeah, the Fiend thing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, well, actually talking about that, let me just bring it up because somebody actually mentioned this to me earlier. They actually mentioned exactly what you were saying. This is one of my sources who sent me this earlier on. They said they go, oh, there has obviously been some talk about during the Bianca Belair and Bailey match that Bliss comes out and clears the ring. She literally like comes out and she'll just Sister Abigail everybody in the ring.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So she comes out and clears out all of Damage Control and all of whoever's helping Bailey and whoever's helping Bianca and stuff. If this is the main event, Sister Abigail's everyone.
Turn her heel. Good.
Yeah, stands in the middle of the ring, and then the White Rabbit song plays, literally to end it with. So rather than actually then having Alexa's music doing, it's then like just the White Rabbit song then plays and afterwards. Then so that then shows the link because at the minute, obviously, what they're saying is everyone expects Bray to be going after a Mel. So, for example, Balor, Edge, or Rollins, or anything like that. But what about if Bray's coming back to get revenge on Alexa? So obviously, then so it ends. So imagine then. So she obviously comes out. She does that. She's Sister Abigail's. The music plays to show that that's going to be like the first kind of target or whatever, or that's where the tease comes in then, and then we then get the Fiend's laugh whilst Alexa's in the ring after she's cleared everybody out of the ring. That could be. Man. That's one of the things that one of my guys has kind of heard is that's a potential. Now that could be interesting, especially if they are going to do it. The Bray's going to go after Alexa first and try and get his powers back from her because of course the whole thing was she took his powers, didn't she, or something? I think it was.
Oh, it's been so long. It's been a year and a half. Oh man, the last thing I remember is Alexa costing him the match at WrestleMania 37 with Orton.
Yeah,
and then I think he was on the night after as Firefly Bray, and that was it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but no, that's.
I'm sorry, Funhouse Bray. Bray.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because then he turned around and said then about that. He was going to start off a brand new story, and that's got everyone talking, saying, "Oh, has he been planning this for so long?" and everything like that. Yeah. And actually, whilst we're on that subject, I just want to say, obviously, you didn't know about any of this, but I just want to say as well that to all the people online earlier on who looked at the tweet that was sent out, I was only joining in with the actual people. It wasn't actually a bloody report because people were. What it was I was like, oh, just imagine if, say, like. I don't know. I was like, WE only actually released Bray Wyatt and not the Fiend, and that just joining in that and having a joke and stuff like what people do. But no, people have took it seriously, haven't they? And they've been like, typical IWC, like, oh,
yep.
You can't be this serious. You're a joke. Blah 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 blah. Well, obviously this is a PG stream, so I can't say what I want to say. But yeah, let's say the words fudge you.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, there's no harm in having fun with it, It's like,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're 3 days away from Extreme Rules at the time of recording.
Yeah,
that's insane. I've never been so excited for Extreme Rules.
Yeah, definitely not. No, so yeah, that's
it's like all right, cool.
Yeah, yeah. Well. Also, then, just going back just to NXT, one of the highlights that we obviously had last night was we had this guy show up on the show last night, which was pretty good. Oh, hang on.
Technical difficulties.
Big time technical difficulties. Am I back?
Yeah, I don't hear the echo anymore.
That's cool. Yeah.